Will J.J. Abrams affect the Jedi path? That's a good question, isn't it? Jedi community has been around since 1996. That's right, guys. We've been out long before the Australian census in 2001, and we've been working on developing our philosophy for quite some time. Thing is, these movies seem to have people up in arms as to whether or not it will have any impact on the current material we teach. While it is quite possible for Abrams to take off and throw everything we have worked towards out the window, those of us working to build a solid idea of what it means to be a Jedi are confident that Disney couldn't possibly throw a large enough wrench into the philosophy, and we will continue to teach the same material without having to change our outlook. However, it hasn't fallen on deaf ears that Disney may challenge everything the Jedi path used to be while it was under Lucasfilm's complete control. Across the community, we have a number of people that are either sincere about becoming real-life Jedi, or they are Jedi because they say they're Jedi, without any real honest attempt to incorporate the whole of the philosophy into their lives. And with the diversity of this sort of community, it's not outside the realm of possibility that a brand new Jedi will rise up from Disney's vision. In this, you might start referring to us as factions similar to that of Christian denominations, where Lucas Jedi are much like the Catholic variations, and Disney are similar to the Protestant. Well, the mixing of the two might be considered non-denominational. It's probably a terrible way to describe the movement taking that sort of a turn, but it's the best analogy I can come up with that should be fairly recognizable. The difference is going to be how the old way and the new way interact with one another. We live in a day and age where, sure, we could easily debate the philosophical differences and disagree with whom is right or not right on the various points. Not that that doesn't happen already. But here's what I do know at the end of the day. If anyone is worried it will carry on in a huge struggle of which faction is right or wrong, the Jedi of either side have one thing in common: that we are meant to be a force to improve the world around us. So probably not going to see any sort of like 2,000-year war over who's right and wrong in the Jedi community. And if that does happen, well, then apparently no one understood what it meant to be a Jedi in the first place. And I will totally tell them that. Anyways, whatever happens, though, that is where we should never lose our focus. Lucas Jedi, Disney Jedi, something in between. That isn't really what matters, not in the long run. What matters is that we are doing what the philosophy says we should be doing. For myself, I'm going to use my training, my philosophy, my ethics, and my values, which were all shaped based on my way of living the Jedi path to help others. If I get to debate you in the meantime, that's just fun and helps me further develop my own views on how to best interact with the world around me and how it will become part of the Jedi path itself and how I incorporate it. Lose sight of that, and you'll never awaken the night within.